It is 11:47 a.m. The lunch rush has started, and a 6-car line is advancing steadily toward the speaker box. Then, the primary digital menu board goes completely black. The line stops moving. For modern quick-service restaurants, the drive-thru lane is a primary engine. It accounts for 65 to 75% of total location revenue. This chart compares standard indoor order values against the drive-thru. The data shows average order values in the lane are consistently 15 to 20% higher than inside the store. Across the industry, 75% of all restaurant traffic is now entirely takeout-driven. At peak volume, top locations routinely process over 100 cars per hour. An outdoor screen failure under these conditions directly bottlenecks the location's most profitable ordering channel. To understand the exact financial cost of a single hardware failure, we have to look at the mathematical reality of downtime. This formula calculates the risk. We take cars per hour multiplied by the average order value. Applying a conservative 80 cars per hour at a $12 average order value yields an immediate $960 of hourly revenue at risk. The immediate consequence of a sudden screen blackout is intense driver frustration. Customers abandon the lane and drive away entirely. Between 10 and 30% of customers leave immediately upon seeing a blank screen. Those who stay order more cautiously, shrinking the average ticket size because they lack visual pricing cues. Staff are forced into improvised verbal ordering, which stalls the line and drags down the national speed of service average. This descending trend line illustrates the net result. The combination of abandonment and smaller orders results in a 30 to 50% revenue loss for every hour of unmitigated downtime. This calculation excludes the invisible cost of the defecting customer, who may establish a new routine at a competitor and wipe out their lifetime value. Treating digital signage with a standard break-fix mentality quietly bleeds out the most profitable channel by thousands of dollars per hour. To stop this revenue bleed, we have to examine the physical anatomy of the failure. The drive-thru lane is a hostile deployment zone. The initial error operators make is relying on consumer-grade hardware to perform heavy-duty commercial jobs. The physical reality of the lane is extremely harsh. Radiant heat compounds rapidly inside dark metal outdoor casings. This schematic reveals the first hardware threat. Internal temperatures can spike over 140 degrees Fahrenheit, easily frying unventilated consumer components. The second threat is electrical. Localized power surges from adjacent HVAC equipment easily bypass weak consumer-grade internal power supplies. This image contrasts a standard lumen beam on the left with a concentrated nits measurement on the right. Nits measure the critical volume of screen brightness per unit area. Consumer displays physically max out at 3 to 500 nits. Under direct sunlight, they wash out entirely. Active prevention of solar washout demands a strict commercial requirement of 2,500 to 4,000 nits. Outdoor units also require IP65 weather ratings to repel high-pressure water jets and continuous dust accumulation. Standard screens lack the structural capacity to survive the outdoor quick-service environment. Their eventual failure is a mathematical certainty. Beyond physical hardware threats, the operation must also survive invisible software crashes and severed network connections. Running continuous content loops creates memory leaks. Over time, these leaks freeze cheap consumer-grade media players. If the system is entirely cloud-dependent, a minor ISP drop or a severed cable leaves the display with absolutely nothing to show. This architectural diagram identifies the core operational error. This unbranched line from router to display creates the no backup problem. A single point of failure without built-in systemic redundancy triggers an immediate cascade effect across the entire lane. The resulting operational chaos forces staff to abandon their stations. They resort to frantic, uncoordinated physical gestures directed at confused drivers. Handwriting menus on cardboard or asking customers to just pull forward to the window creates permanent order confusion and wrecks throughput. Waiting for a vendor repair dispatch relies on a "we will fix it tomorrow" timeline, guaranteeing lost revenue today. Network dependency without a localized fallback turns a 10-second internet hiccup into a multi-hour lane closure. The only acceptable downtime is prevented downtime. Operators must shift from a reactive repair model to a proactive redundancy model. This telemetry dashboard displays the strict requirement for proactive monitoring. It tracks live status indicators for every display simultaneously. The system requires specific automated capabilities. It actively pings data packets and confirms playback and normal temperature readings. If staff discover a dead screen because a customer complained at the window, the internal monitoring protocol has failed. The architecture must include remote diagnostic capabilities, specifically the power to execute a remote media player restart. Constant telemetry ensures operators can detect and solve a hardware freeze before the first affected car ever reaches the speaker box. The final, most critical layer of defense is the automated failover loop. This network topology map shows a modern cloud content management system in action. It constantly pings the local media player to verify network integrity. When a disruption occurs, the display instantly corrects its own feed. The transition is imperceptible to the waiting customer. The exact millisecond the system detects a network drop, the protocol executes. The broken connection immediately triggers a localized system alert. The system automatically routes around the failure, retrieving a locally cached static backup menu and pushing it directly to the screen. This entire failover transition occurs instantly. It requires zero human intervention from the restaurant staff. As a final low-tech measure, locations keep large-format laminated printed menus on standby. Investing in proactive redundancy generates a higher, more immediate return on investment than relying on reactive maintenance. The upfront cost of commercial hardware and continuous monitoring is recouped entirely by averting a single peak-hour blackout. Display uptime must be engineered, managed, and rigorously protected as a mission-critical revenue line item.